So hello everyone, today I'll be continuing the NPSC 2017 mains question paper. So I'll be covering 2017 mains MCQ GS-1. So in the last video I've completed the modern history, and in today's video I'll be covering general science and Nagaland. So let's get the video started. So from question number 131, which of the following do not belong to the category of plastic? So PVC is polyvinyl chloride, it is a plastic. Celluloid is the answer. Bakelite is as a thermosetting plastic. Thermosetting means as long after you heat and cool down, the plastic becomes hard. And polystyrene is also a plastic. So answer is celluloid. Celluloid is a natural substance. Next, the atomic weight of uranium is 238. So uranium has two isotopes, that is uranium 238. It is naturally occurring uranium as uranium 235. Uranium 235 is used for nuclear reactor. So nuclear power station de idu uranium 235 chole. And uranium 235 is very rare, only 0.7%, and 99.3% is to uranium 238, which is found in the Earth's surface, on the Earth's surface. Next, which of the following is found in the hydrogen nucleus? So hydrogen nucleus, it is the first element, H1. So it has only one proton. So cell atom no basic structure to inside the nucleus there will be proton and neutron, or to revolve the electron as. So hydrogen has no electron, it is only one proton. So the answer is one proton. And hydrogen na isotope hydrogen has hydrogen having one proton is normal hydrogen or protium. It is protium bhi koi. And if if one proton and one neutron, then it is called deuterium, and one proton and two neutron is called tritium. And deuterium the case, it is also known as heavy water, and it is used in nuclear reactor. Next, in welding works, touch is used. So amalgam of tin and lead. So welding is what? Welding to dita metal ke join grole. So it is also known as welding, and amalgamation of lead and tin is used. For and other important alloys are bronze take as copper or tin as, or brass to copper or zinc as. Next, radiocarbon dating is used to determine the age of fossil. Radiocarbon dating के तो एकता substance te carbon के मान जो measure करबो it is used to determine the age of the substance. So it is used for fossil. The dinosaurs can determine good. So next, a glass tumbler showing ice containing ice shows droplets of water on the outer surface. Why? Because the moisture in the air coming in contact with the cold surface, and tumbler condenses in the form of water. So ekta pani yete glass pani yete ice daliche. So you will notice that automatically yete pani form is. It's not that ito pani olaize, but because atmosphere de air as. So air idu kita thanda surface lock react kro idunde pani form hoje. So this is known as condensation, and this is the phenomenon. Next, the heater element in an electric iron is tungsten. So induction de ekta ngapo. So this is also known as tungsten, and it is also used in electric bulb, light bulb. Next, normal temperature of human body is 98.4 degree Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. Very important. 37 degrees Celsius or 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. Next, a man cannot see beyond 10 meters. So what is he suffering? What disease is he suffering from? So myopia. what is myopia? Myopia is when he can see only near objects but far objects देखो नपरे. So it is also known as myopia or nearsightedness. And hypermetropia means tai dur la saman saw pare but osor la saman saw नपरे. So it is hypermetropia. And to correct this hypermetropia के correct करले की lens होले convex lens चले. And myopia तो concave चले. So please remember this. Next, which not a primary color. So primary color is yellow. It is not green, it is yellow, because primary color is RGB, red, green and blue. And when you mix blue and green, yellow comes out. Next, and primary color to what are primary colors? Primary color you cannot mix two colors to get that same color. That means red to the mix kurna na bo, it is single bo. So it is also known as primary color. And also ekta as a secondary color. So secondary color to mix kurna pala. So for example blue or green jula shigledo, it will come out yellow. So yellow is a secondary color. Next, the dense small mass of small water droplets on smoke or dust particle on the lower part of the atmosphere is fog. So fog to ke jogledo morning dabde containing smoke and dust particle, it is also known as smoke. But when fog, when smoke, that is dust particles from burning in industries, as when fog mix, we call the thing as smoke. That is very dangerous for the environment. Next, which of the following do not form part of the atmosphere? So chlorine is a form that does not form part of the atmosphere. Atmosphere chlorine. Because why? Because chlorine though it is a very harmful substance in the atmosphere. Next, milk is a form of an emulsion. What is emulsion? Emulsion that does not settle down after some time. For example, ekta pani is with sand means balu, and this is milk. So after 5 hours, if you see that sand already settled in adako, but milk to tainisha dego, that means equal settled in adako. So this is also known as emulsion. That does not, where particles that does not settle down is called emulsion. Next, dry ice. Dry ice is solid carbon dioxide. What is dry ice? Dry ice is suppose in barber. If you have gone through the barber, you must have seen some ice like solid which is used to rub in the face. So this is solid carbon dioxide. Next, which one is not a mosquito-borne disease? Mosquito disease spread nugrala case of cholera. Cholera is a waterborne disease. Dengue fever it is caused by Aedes mosquito. Dengue the Aedes mosquito, and malaria is Anopheles, female Anopheles mosquito. Next, for furnishing of wood, which is used? So furnish kurle like or lacquer, that is used to give a glossy texture to the wood. The universal donor is O. Most and specifically it is O negative. O positive pinoy. So O positive is not a donor. O negative is a universal donor, and universal acceptor is AB. Next, so the number of bones in the human body is 206. Next, the heartbeat of a young man beats about 72 times per minute. Next, antibiotics are, so what are antibiotics? Antibiotics, like as regulated, they are used to they are used against bacteria. So they are prepared from fungus and from molds and mold-like substances. And the first antibiotic is the penicillin. So penicillin is the first antibiotic. Next, what is the color of a red flowers into a blue glass? So the color is black. Next, an iron ball can float over mercury because the density of mercury is higher than iron. For example, mercury is, so mercury density to high. So if density is very high, thus objects will float, because we know that density is mass by volume. That is, density is mass by volume. That means density kiman high ho iman tela volume the niche ho. So as density is higher, the iron ball will float. The elements of German silver. So German silver, what is German silver? German silver, the silver it will consist of copper, nickel and zinc, CZN. Remember this, CZN. And bronze it is copper and tin, and brass is copper and zinc. So remember this. Next, which electrolyte is used for silver coating? So silver nitrate is used for silver coating. Next, plastic is a polymer of ethylene, ethylene, ethylene. So plastic we use plastic packs, so it is made up of ethylene, and this is also known as polyethylene. So ethylene comes from polyethylene. Next, which of the following burns with a blue flame? So blue flame is oxygen. Next, which one is a radioactive element? What is radioactive element? Radioactive element are those that emit alpha, beta and gamma rays. That means which are unstable in nature, so it is thorium. Next, in the absolute scale, the freezing point of water is 273 Kelvin. So 273 Kelvin is the freezing point, which is equivalent to 0 degrees Celsius. Our absolute 0 the 0 Kelvin as. So remember this, absolute 0 is 0 Kelvin. Which of the following is an insecticide? It is copper sulfate, CuSO4 is an insecticide. Next, which one of the following is used for making soap product? So soap product, caustic soda used for bleaching powder is for washing, urea is for fertilizer, and petrol is for automobiles. Next, which of the following which one changes its state directly from solid to gas? Naphtha. What is naphtha? You must have noticed that suitcase bitore buka ball gandage. So this is also naphthalene, and they undergo sublimation. What is sublimation? Sublimation means direct solid pa gas wala. So it is also known as sublimation. Next, which one for making lenses, which glass is used? So flint glass is used for making lenses, convex lens and concave lens. We use flint glass. And for medical equipments, pyrex glass use kore medical equipment. For example, test tube kon banai, so it is made up of pyrex glass. Next, which one of the blood group do not have any antibody? So antibody to AB is antibody. So AB antibody. So remember it is AB. But antigen to is which doesn't have A or B or anything, so it will be O. So no antibody means AB, and no antigen means O. The BMR use increases due to body basal metabolic rate. So BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. So it is regulated by trioxin. Trioxin is located in the throat, and it is regulated by the thyroid gland. Next, the color blind has no problem to identify the colors between white and black. Next, polio virus enters the body through polluted food and drink. Next, what is the composition of disprin? The disprin is a headache. We use for headache and other application, and it consists of acetyl salicylic acid. Next, which one of the following is used for chemotherapy? Chemotherapy is mainly for cancer. So cyclophosphamide, methotrexate, and fluorouracil. So it is all of the above. Next, the specific gravity of milk to keep specific gravity means the purity to keep a regulator. It will be lactometer. Magnetometer used to measure the magnetic strength. Manometer for water pressure. pressure difference. Next, calculator is discovered. It is invented by Blaise Pascal. Next, the first Naga convention was held in 1957, which resulted in the formation of the Naga Hills Tinsang area. And in the first meeting at Kohima, it led to the establishment of the Naga Hills Tinsang area. And in the third meeting at Gokchung, the 16-point agreement was submitted. Next, identify the personality who was a member of Naga Peace Mission. Naga Peace Mission to Bimal Prasad Jaliha, who was the Chief Minister of Assam. Next, the Naga Hills Tinsang area was formed during the first convention in 1957. The state of Nagaland covers an area of 16,579 square kilometer with a population of 19 lakh population. Next, the highest peak in Nagaland is Jafu. So the highest peak in Nagaland is Mount Saramaya with 3,840 meter, and the second highest peak is Jafu with 3,014 meter. So Jafu is located at Baral Hills, and Mount Saramadi is located at the Saramadi Hills. Patkai range. No, the Patkai range, the Saramadi is located at 3,040 meter. Next, according to 2011 census, the density of Nagaland is 119 per square kilometer. Density of population is equal to 1 square meter, 1 square kilometer. That means 1 kilometer south, 1 kilometer north, 1 kilometer west, north south. Kiman manu aje. So this is also known as the population density. This one, if I explain it in words, it is the number of people living in 1 square kilometer is also known as the population density. Next, highest literacy rate is Mokokchung with 91%. Next, female literacy rate of Nagaland is 76.11, and male literacy rate of 82.75, and overall Nagaland literacy rate of 79.55. So please remember this. Next, Lacham. Lake Lacham is a lake, and it is also known as Lake Shiloi, which is at Phek district. Next, Angamis used to refer to benevolent god as it is Kepanofo is the benevolent god, and Derhomia is the spirit. The first chief minister of Nagaland is Pishilohao, who was elected in 1964, and he belonged to the Naga nationalist organization. Next, the main economy of Nagaland is agriculture. Lycanthropy, though it is a psychiatric state in which men of hillmen identify themselves with some animal. So next question is, according to Dr. Suniti Kumar Chatterjee, the Nagas belong to the family of Kiratas, which means hillmen. Next, Mikimis in Vilsima village community means the dependence of under the authority of hereditary village chiefs. Mikimi ki ajukulo, suppose ekta village chief ekta, also known as in Sema village, also known as Akukau. So Akukau is a village chief, Taiba ekta village de attack kurche, and the village patan manuke capture kurche. So this idu manu to taila under the kamkuru taila village. So these people are also known as Mikimis. Next, the first Catholic priest to enter Nagaland in 1951 was Father Marachoni. Next, the literacy of Nagaland is 79.55, or in broad terms it is 80%. Next, lion's share of Nagaland's GDP is from agriculture. The main staple food of Nagaland is rice. Jainas are observed by all Naga tribes, and Jainas means it is Angami word Genas, which means it is forbidden. So actually, what is Gena? Gena it is a time period when everything is prohibited. That is agriculture banaje, visiting other villages banaje, and any other activities like consumption of meats etc. are banned during the Genas. Next, regarding marriage, the Angamis and Semas follow monogamy, means only one marriage, but polygamy kuntu tribe they focus correctly the Konyaks follow polygamy, means having many wives. In Nagal delegation met Indian Prime Minister Morarji Desai in New York in 1977. Next, Rainey Gardiner was a famous freedom fighter, and she was a part of the Heraga movement, and she was awarded the Padma Vibhushan. That is the Padma Bhushan. Next, the famous war cemetery is located in Kohima, which was maintained by the War Graves Commission. Next, the striking characteristic of Naga tribe is the cheerfulness. The percentage of forest area is 73.55. Latest, according to the 2021 forest report, it is 73.57. And the most popular indigenous sport of Nagaland is wrestling. The most prominent item of Naga dress is shawl. And the last question for NPSC 2017 is, among the Naga tribes, tattooing is a fairly common practice. The official answer is used only occasionally according to 2021 NPSC mains. So with this, the video has come to an end. If you are interested with the course, you can register in Aspirant Circle. The phone number is 4150398823, and you can start your NSSB preparation with this group. And the course fee is only 4,899, and if you want only materials, it is 3,000 rupees. So kindly register for your better chances in selection. So thank you all for watching, and have a great time.